Some Kenyans may see an increase in their net salary this month if KRA agrees to a request by employers to update its systems and remove some of the taxes nullified by the Finance Act of 2023. The Federation of Kenyan Employers has written to KRA to update its systems that will see some of the taxes nullified by the Finance Act of 2023 removed from the system. At the moment, taxpayers are still facing a difficulty in filing taxes in compliance of the ruling that declared the Finance Act unconstitutional. Some of the taxes that have been affected include payee for people who earn more than 500,000 every month. The Finance Act of 2023 increased their payee by 2.5% from 32.5 to 35%. So if KRA complies with the request by employers, then employers will now be deducting people who earn $500,000 and above 32.5% for payee instead of the 35% that they are currently paying. Other taxes that have been affected include the compliance for withholding tax, which was supposed to be within 5 business days, but after the Finance Act of 2023 was declared unconstitutional, then the 20 days deadline is supposed to resume. Other taxes include VAT on fuel, which had been moved from 8 to 16%. If the government complies with the ruling, then it will drop from 16% to 8%. So of course, one of the most contentious provisions of the Finance Act of 2023 is the housing levy, which sees employees contribute 1.5% of their gross salary, which is also marked by the employer. However, the housing levy is unaffected by the ruling on the Finance Act of 2023 because, while it was initially anchored in the Finance Act of 2023, Parliament later made a law, a specific law, the Housing Levy Act of 2024, which now anchors the housing levy, meaning it's unaffected by the ruling declaring the Finance Act of 2024 null and void. The government has since moved to the Supreme Court, where it's appealing the ruling made by the Court of Appeal. And since then, the new Treasury CS, that is John Mbadi, has said the government is planning to reintroduce some of the provisions of the Finance Act by introducing specific amendments to the existing tax laws. So the Finance Act comes with many amendments to existing laws. For example, it is amending the VAT Act, it's amending the income tax for payee, and other provisions. So instead of relying on the Finance Act, the new CS is saying they will be introducing a specific amendment, for example, to the income tax or to the VAT Act, that will now support government raising measures without having to rely on the Finance Act. That is because you remember the current government has suffered the loss of 2 finance bills. The Finance Act of 2023 was declared unconstitutional in late July, and earlier the Finance Act of 2024 had been nullified and scrapped after public demonstrations, and the president opted to remove its provisions entirely. Money254.co.ke has written more about the employer's request to KRA. Click on the link provided in bio to learn more.